Whatever this guy wants, just say no.
I've got a proposition for you. Drew and I don't have to hide anymore. I need to talk to you about Avery.
How did you save the day this time?
I need to find him.
Gotta let everyone believe you're the father of my baby.
I think I got somebody looking out for me.
General Hospital latest update. Danny Morgan confronts Cyrus Renault over his mother's death, with Jason stepping in to protect him. Meanwhile, Sasha makes a risky deal with Jason, pretending he's the father of her baby to protect Michael's family. As tensions rise, Willow faces a tough decision about her marriage to Michael. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. After watching these videos, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital. Danny blasts Cyrus, Jason goes stone cold, and Sasha strikes deal. General Hospital spoilers recap for reveals that Danny Morgan, Asher Antonison blasted Cyrus Renault, Jeff Kober, Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, went stone cold, and Sasha Gilmore Corbin, Sophia Matson struck a deal. Here's how it all went down on Tuesday's General Hospital episode. Charlie's Pub, Gio Palmieri, Giovanni Mazza, and Emma Drake, Braden Bruner, met up with Kai Taylor, Jens Austin Astrup, and Trina Robinson, Tabiana Ali, which gave Emma a chance to pitch Kai on helping with her upcoming fundraiser. Kai got on board and posed for a pic with Emma, which got posted on social media. That led to Danny spotting Cyrus in the background at Charlie's Pub and going over there to confront him against Rocco Falconeri's thin car warning. At the Port Charles Grill, Sasha Gilmore threw a drink all over Cody Bell, Josh Kelly, for causing yet another baby daddy scene. Once Sasha dashed off with Jason alone, he gave her updates on recovering Michael Corinthos, Chad Duell, and confirmed that Michael was still willing to let her raise the baby independently. However, Michael wanted Jason to look out for Sasha and step up if she needed anything. In exchange for putting up with that, Sasha wanted Jason to let everyone believe he was the father of her child. Jason agreed with the exception of Danny since he didn't want to lie to his son, especially now that Danny had lost Sam McCall, Kelly Monaco. Although Jason wouldn't tell Danny about Michael being the father, he wanted to explain the fake daddy ruse. Once Sasha and Jason arrived at the Courtemain mansion looking for Danny, they found Rocco freaking out instead. Rocco confessed to telling Danny that Cyrus was the PCPD's main suspect and said Danny went to confront him at Charlie's. On the jet back from Los Angeles, Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, got off the phone with the cardiologist and delivered good news to Natalia Ramirez, Eva LaRue. Turned out Sonny didn't need a pacemaker after all. Though he'd still have to avoid stress, keep taking his medication, and have surgery to repair his heart within the next 3 months. Sonny eventually got a call from Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Monsey, about Ava Jerome's Mora West kidnapping attempt in the park. Natalia hinted about using this advantage to work out a compromise with Ava and made a prediction about it being best for Avery Corinthos, Ava, and Grace Scarella. To back with Cody, he came clean to Felicia Scorpio, Christina Wagner, about still trying to be Sasha's hero since that's all he could be to her now. Felicia wondered if Cody had to be Sasha's hero or if maybe he could be someone else's instead. Next, Willow Corinthos, Caitlin McMullen, admitted to Martin Gray, Michael E. Knight, that she didn't think there was any dirt to find on Michael. Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watrose, tried to steer Martin towards saying Willow and Drew Courtemain's, Cameron Matheson public involvement could affect the case, but he didn't believe it would. Willow eventually questioned Nina about her willingness to forgive all Sasha's past deception. Nina suggested that people often lie to protect themselves and the people they care about, so Willow understood due to how things played out with Michael. After Willow declared that Drew would never keep secrets from her, Nina got emotional and said she could understand why Willow would fall for him. It seemed like Nina was gearing up to confess to sleeping with Drew behind closed doors. Cafe Sherry, Curtis Ashford, Donnell Turner, was having an Esplanade meeting with Jordan Ashford, Tanisha Harper, when Jen Sidwell, Carlo Rhoda came along. Once Curtis met Sidwell and heard about his own Esplanade plans, he privately warned Jordan not to get tangled up with this guy. Of course, Jordan didn't listen and made another attempt to charm Sidwell as they continued their discussion. Charlie's pub, Martin scolded Cyrus for trying to have Lulu Spencer, Alexa Haven's Bruning, sent out of state when she was comatose. Cyrus acknowledged that he might have gone too far, but he still whined about losing access to patients at General Hospital in Turning Woods. Once Danny arrived and confronted Cyrus for killing Sam, Cyrus played innocent and suggested praying together. As Cyrus put a hand on Danny's shoulder, Jason barged in looking furious. "Take your hand off my son," Jason shouted as Tuesday's episode wrapped up. General Hospital spoilers say Jason and Cyrus have a showdown ahead, so don't miss all the action. Today's next update: Danny's brave stand, Sasha's risky move, Nina's big decision. On today's GH, confrontations, deals, and a confession coming? Did you watch General Hospital today? The walls are really closing in on Cyrus, and Nina looks like she's ready to tell Willow the truth, finally. Here's Tuesday's recap. Christina Corinthos, Kate Monsey, arrives at Charlie's with Elizabeth Baldwin, Rebecca Herbst, to find Lucky Spencer, Jonathan Jackson behind the bar. Christina tells Lucky about dealing with Ava Jerome, Maura West, and how Liz helped to defuse the situation. Christina then calls her dad to tell him about what just happened. She gives Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, the rundown, and he says he'll discuss everything with her when he gets home. Isaiah Gannon, Sandy Wilson, stops in to chat with Lucky and tells him about Jen Sidwell, Carlo Rhoda being in town. Lucky tells him that he knows and apologizing for not telling him first. Isaiah then has a chat with Liz about her return to GH. He tells her how happy everyone is to have her back. Gio Palmieri, Giovanni Mazza, has agreed to do Emma Drake, Braden Bruner, a favor and has arranged for Kai Taylor, Jens Austin Astrup, to meet them at Charlie's. She has hoped that he'll be on board to join her Students Against Animal Cruelty organization. Trina Robinson, Tanyana Ali, arrives with Kai and Emma jumps right in, asking him to join the committee and give a speech at an event. Kai agrees to help out and they take a selfie together before leaving. Trouble is brewing everywhere. Curtis Ashford, Donnell Turner, joins Jordan Ashford, Tanisha Harper to discuss saving a project. Seconds later, Jens Sidwell arrives to meet with both of them. Jordan introduces the men and Sidwell is impressed with Curry's work with Aurora. They discuss the Esplanade and how Sidwell wants to move it to Pier 55, and he says that Congressman Drew Quartermain, Cameron Matheson, is already on board. Sidwell then gets up to take a phone call and Curtis tells Jordan that he suggests that whatever this guy wants, to just say no to it. Sonny Corinthos and Natalia Ramirez are on the way back to Port Charles after visiting Los Angeles to see a cardiologist. He gets off the phone with his doctor, who supposedly now says that he doesn't need a pacemaker. Instead, he needs surgery within the next 3 months. He then takes a phone call from Christina and is told all about Ava trying to take their daughter from the park. He tells Natalia that Ava screwed up, but that he needs to do what is best for Avery, and that means keeping her mother in her life. Quite a shift in the position that he previously. Talia reminds him that things need to be low stress, so maybe he can find a compromise with Ava. Cody Bell, Josh Kelly, just can't help but run his mouth in public about Sasha Corbin's, Sophia Matson pregnancy. This time he decides to yell at Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, and accuse him of being the father. Sasha picks up her drink and throws it at Cody and tells him to stop. She leaves and Jason tells Cody that whatever happens next is between him and Sasha. Felicia Scorpio, Christina Wagner, stays with Cody and tries to calm him down while talking sense into him. He admits that he is struggling with his split from Sasha, and he needs to be her hero since it's all he can be. Felicia gets it but tells him that Sasha doesn't want saving. Willow Corinthos, Caitlin McMullen, is seated at a table nearby with Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watrose, and Martin Gray, Michael E. Knight. She wonders why everyone thinks that Drew is so bad when Jason, a career criminal, is treating Sasha so badly. Meanwhile, Martin wants to find something that Michael Corinthos, Chad Duell, has done that would give Willow leverage in their custody case. Willow thinks that he has only been dishonest in his business dealings, which won't stand up in court. As they talk, Cyrus Renault, Jeff Kober, interrupts asking his brother for help. He tells him that Lulu Spencer, Alexa Havens, misunderstood absolutely everything that he has said and now he needs help talking to Lucky. Curtis tells Martin that he believes the only way back into the family's good graces is through Lucky. He asks Martin to go to Charlie's with him to talk to their nephew. Sasha and Jason make a deal. Sasha meets with Jason privately after Cody's outburst and he tells her that Michael is healing well so far. Sasha says that she wants Michael to have all of his kids waiting for him when he comes home, and that's why Jason needs to pretend to be the father of her baby. She tells him that if Willow finds out that Michael was unfaithful too, then he might lose his kids. They reach an agreement where Jason will keep an eye on Sasha for Michael, and he will let people think he is the father of her baby, with the exception of his son, Danny Morgan, Asher Antonison. He refuses to lie to him and Sasha agrees that Danny should know the truth. Danny is ready to take things into his own hands. Danny knows that Rocco Falconeri, Finn Carr, overheard a conversation about his mother's death being a murder and he is trying to get more information out of him. Rocco tells Danny that he can't act on the information that he overheard because it could get Harrison Chase, Josh Swickard, and his dad, Danya Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna, in trouble. Danny says he needs to find Cyrus to confront him. Danny gets a phone notification about a photo that Kai had posted of himself and Emma at Charlie's and Cyrus is seated in the background in clear view. Sasha and Jason arrive at the Quartermains and he asks Rocco where Danny is. Rocco tells him he is worried because Danny tore off to Charlie's to confront Cyrus about Sam's death. General Hospital recap. Nina and Willow talk about lying. Nina is left alone with Willow and she tries to convince her not to go public with her relationship with Drew because it'll look really bad for her while her estranged husband is laying in a burn unit. Willow doesn't care how it looks. She says she's done lying and is going to be honest about her feelings for Drew. Nina talks about how hard it is to tell the truth and how people sometimes lie to save themselves and the people that they love from pain. Willow agrees that when all your choices are bad, sometimes a lie ends up being the best one. Willow admits that if she hadn't lied about kissing Drew in the first place, her life might be totally different now. It is pretty clear that this is likely the moment when Nina is finally going to tell Willow that she had a year-long fling with Drew while he privately tried to win over Willow. Everything is closing in on Cyrus. Cyrus and Martin enter the pub to the shock of everyone. Christina asks Lucky if she should toss him out and he says to let Cyrus stay. Marty and Cyrus sit at a table and argue over his involvement with Lulu. Cyrus defends watching over Lulu, saying that the rest of the family was too busy to be bothered. A.S. Martin heads to the bar for another round. Danny walks in and starts confronting Cyrus. He loudly yells that he knows that Cyrus killed his mom. Cyrus responds by putting his hand on Danny's shoulder and acknowledging his grief. Just as he suggests that they pray together, Jason walks in and yells for Cyrus to take his hand off of his son or else. Will Nina tell the truth finally? What do you think that Cyrus' next move will be? Today's next update. Does Willow really want a divorce or being pressured? The walls are beginning to close in on Willow Corinthos. Caitlin McMullen. It seems that everyone in Port Charles has judged her romance with Drew Quartermain, Cameron Matheson, and the fact that she is separated from her husband, Michael Corinthos, Chad Duell, in favor of his uncle. We are getting down to the wire now and Willow is going to make a real decision, but will it be the congressman? General Hospital spoilers. Did Willow and Michael really have any major problems? Over the past few years, Willow and Michael were one of the more stable couples in Port Charles. If anything, fans complained that they were boring and maybe that was Willow's real issue, she was bored. Drew brought some level of excitement because he was doing things on a grander scale, while Michael was secretly cleaning up after Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard messes. Drew is Willow's personal hero for helping to save her life. and then her rose-colored glasses have turned him into a positive example, rather than the narcissist that everyone else sees him as. She now says that there were issues in her marriage, but it's hard to see them from here. She moved out of the gatehouse, Michael was badly burned and relocated to a clinic in Germany, and now here we are. No conversation, no understanding of what Willow was actually unhappy about, and no closure. General Hospital spoilers. Martin Gray asks the hard questions. Finally, this week someone other than Nina Reeves, Cynthia's Watrous, is going to start asking some real questions. We know from the spoilers that Martin Gray, Michael E. Knight, will meet with his client and he isn't holding back. There is a big difference between going through the motions of a separation and actually ending a marriage. Eventually, Willow has to decide on her own if a divorce is what she truly wants. Drew likes to feed her thoughts and words to speak, but when it's just her and Marty, what will she really want? Willow has already admitted to Nina that she still loves and misses Michael, so her feelings are still tangled. It's hard to imagine her going through with a divorce when there is still love and unspoken words to be said. Will she pull the plug on her marriage for real? Or is Willow going to wake up and realize that listening to Drew may actually be the worst thing for her? What do you think will happen? Thanks for watching this videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.